Welcome to Slash-A-Thon.
Make your choice.
Hey guys, welcome back to MegaNerd Squad. We got another Slash-A-Thon review for you. Today we're reviewing Saw. I've always liked Saw. I like the whole franchise of Saw. You know, I love the idea. I love John Kramer.
Yeah.
John Kramer, Jigsaw. His character in this movie as a slasher, I mean, he's right up there with the great ones.
Is he technically a slasher?
I don't know
if he's a slasher.
An argument could be made, I understand.
But I don't know if he's a slasher, but he's going on to
I consider him a
so.
slasher.
We couldn't do Slash-A-Thon without Jigsaw, though.
I mean, ever since the first movie, the one we just watched, which has spawned off, what, seven sequels now? And not all of them are great, but pretty much at the beginning, they are all pretty entertaining.
Yeah. I just love the style of how the movie is. Like, they make you think one thing about the characters in the movie, and then the next scene, they literally tell you something that you didn't know about the character. And it throws you off, and you're like, do I really know anything about these characters at all?
I love the twists and turns that you go through all of these Saw movies, basically. And it's become like a trademark for the end of the Saw movie, the big showdown flashback sequence of, oh shit moment, everything, you know, makes sense now. Everything comes together. And it's really special in the first movie because you find out who was actually pulling the strings all along, and it was the guy, the corpse that they thought was a John Doe or something, chilling on the floor, but the whole time he was alive, running the whole show.
It was kind of mind-blowing.
It was great.
It just caught you off guard. That's what I love about this movie. I mean, even the characters, Adam and the Doctor, the acting is so good, and they literally played a role, and they literally find stuff out about each other that they didn't know. They're trying to make compromise, and then they find out something else about them, and then they lose that trust a little bit. And then eventually they did have to go work together, but in the end, Jigsaw won. But I just love all the traps in this movie. You see the girl, she has the bear trap on her mouth.
Your favorite.
And my favorite trap that Jigsaw's ever created. And literally, I just love it. Because you have 60 seconds to get the key before your mouth opens and
I feel like
got
they
so far.
might have pushed it close on that one.
Yeah.
Overall, I do love this movie. I love the early on sequels of it. I like the second one. I like the third one. I love the intro to the fourth one. So clever and well done. But this one, when you rewatch it, go back and rewatch it, you can see why there are so many sequels to it. It was such a great idea, and it was so well done. Right when it starts, you're intrigued by it. You know, it just starts with these two guys in this dirty, dungy room with tiles on the floor, and then they turn on the lights, and it's just, it's a great movie overall, like all the way through. It slows down in the middle a little bit, you know, with the flashback sequences and stuff and such.
But it's still a really good movie to watch if you haven't watched it before.
The plot of this movie and the way it was written is really well done. Very
James Wan is an awesome director.
Yeah, that's another thing. And this is like, I don't know, one of his earlier best works that I know of. Like, this was one that I knew him from.
Every scene is like, Jigsaw had both of them as pawns in this game they was playing. And then the guy who they thought was that kidnapped the Doctor's family and that was watching them, they thought that he was the bad guy, but he was a pawn as well in Jigsaw's game.
So yeah, you're thinking he's the bad guy kind of the whole time, and then you realize, oh shit, it's that other guy that was dying. Yeah. And it all kind of the wheels start turning at the end with the music and the flashbacks.
It's
one of those moments where it really does kind
your
of like,
mind.
it works.
The first time I saw this movie, I just wanted to go ahead and watch the second one.
It is really cool, and the music that they got for it too is really good.
I watched all 4 of them in a row because I was just so amazed by it. I just watched all of them.
Me and my buddy, we would have like a Saw marathon. I still think we're on like the 7th one. We still haven't gotten through the 7th one, but we would every time we'd hang out, we'd watch like 1 or 2 of the Saw movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like boom, we'd watch them. But yeah, it's still a thing for Tyler. We got to get together and finish that Saw franchise. Maybe just start from the beginning and burn through them real quick.
This movie is amazing. Oh, you guys, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's just so mind-blowing, and all the pieces, you can try to work it out together. Hopefully you guess it. If you do guess it, you're kind of a genius. But it's kind of, if they do leave some clues in it.
It's definitely it's definitely there in plain sight. And it really is too, because his body is laying there.
Yeah. It's right in front of you.
It's literally in plain sight. Like he's there, and you think it's just a dead person. You find out that end is so awesome. The movie as a whole is awesome. From a great intro and great ending. Slows down on the flashback sequences, yes, but overall, the plot of this movie and the way it's structured, there's not a lot going on in it. It's 2 guys in a room.
Yeah.
Trapped by their ankles to these pipes in these chains. Yeah. And they got these saws, and he's like, oh, I love that line too. He says, that moment when he realized he doesn't want us to cut through the chains. He wants us to cut through our feet. Yeah, I was like, yes. As he was saying, I'm like, yes, I love that line.
In the scene where he actually like just loses it and just cuts off his leg. He cuts off his whole ankle and foot, because he wants to get to his family and save them, and he just goes out. And oh my god, awesome flashbacks at the end. And when Jigsaw comes up and slams the door, he's like,
oh yes,
game over.
That's a great ending. You got the music, and then you got the side profile of the character of Adam. You know, he's just chilling there, and then you see the body rise up into frame. That part, and then it cuts to Adam. He's like, what the hell is moving right next to me? Because there was no one there. It was the dead guy? Oh, he's alive. And he peels off the fake prosthetic gun wound to his head. Oh my gosh. That part's so good. Yeah, definitely walks over there, turns off the light, game over. Boom!
You learn so much about these characters throughout the movie. You see them in the room at first, and through these flashbacks, you learn about the characters and get a little bit more in depth on who they are as a person, and you see why Jigsaw, his motive for why he chooses these people. It's like they did something bad that Jigsaw finds, and he tests them to see if they can get out, to try to redeem themselves. He tries to give everyone redemption, but in a crazy way.
Yeah. I like that too, that he's not like Cary Elwes, the doctor in this movie, his character, the way he says, well, he's technically not a killer, actually. You know, he does this because he found out that he had cancer, and it irritated him, people who didn't appreciate their lives. So what he was doing was trying to make them appreciate their lives, in a sense. Very gruesomely and very morbid. Mm-hmm. But you kind of get it why his craziness, he took it to the extreme with it, you know, with the great mind that he actually had, creating these contraptions and creepiness with the puppet. We love the Billy, I think it's Billy, the puppet.
I really love this movie and the sequels as well. It's just, this one is just special because it's the first one. It just brings you into the Saw franchise. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10. Actually, okay, yeah. And I just loved everything about this movie. I love the flashbacks. I love getting my mind blown. It just intrigues me to go on to the next movie and see what happens next. I just enjoyed this movie amazingly a lot.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one in a while, ever since me and Tyler watched it a couple years back. But rewatching it, I understand why it's so great, and I actually like this movie. I'd recommend it to anybody that's interested in horror. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend checking it out. Sorry we already spoiled it to you if you haven't seen it getting to this point, but it's definitely a good one, and hopefully everyone's already seen it. I give this movie an 8.5 out of 10.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you know when we upload brand new videos. Slash-A-Thon is continuing throughout this month. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. MegaNerd Squad, out!
play a game.
Okay.